Sounds like you just made $50,000, sir. On dinner break. First step, let's get into the money and hopefully make a deep run in this thing.
I need some coaching. I'm doing the A game. I got to last longer with him tomorrow. Give me a top.
I don't play mixed games. I'm the wrong person.
All right. Well,
if you need no limit tournament coaching, I'm your guy.
Well,
though.
we have no limits one. Give me one.
For no limit?
No limit tomorrow in the A game mix for the guys who don't play no limit.
I see. Okay, for guys that don't play no limit.
You don't play no limit. I'm just trying out last year.
No, the rest of them play no limit.
Okay, here, I'll tell you the little C betting tip, okay?
All right.
So when you
want to know about C betting?
When you raise and the big blind calls, as long as there's a face card, you could pretty much C bet your whole range. Okay.
So when you raise the big blind calls, as long as there is a one face card showing,
you can pretty much see bet your whole range. Now, if there's
usually charge like $175 for that.
If there's big blind cards,
20.
If there's big blind cards are 4 through 8.
Right.
Okay, so the more big blind cards there are, the more it hits their range, and you might want to be a little careful. And then you're gonna need to. So if it's like 5, 6, 8, that kind of nails them. If it's like, Jack, 9, 6, that's just one big blind card, like not too worried about it.
Yeah.
So you could bet more aggressively on those.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So just helps to understand what's big blind cards and what's
What if
not.
he knows what I'm doing, and then there's that whole
That's
level.
fine. No, that's fine. It's unexploitable. It's unexploitable.
Okay.
I'll explain
I love
what that means. But yeah, just comp this a tip.
I know.
It's really nice.
All right, I go win it. I'll come in the winner's photo, and I'll take all the credit.
You can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch.
This was a pretty interesting hand here versus longtime famous actor Jennifer Tilly. She's currently starring on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She's been playing poker for a long time and she's always a pleasure to play with. So she raises here in the low jack. I flat the hijack with ace-5 of diamonds, about 50 big blinds effective. Flop comes ace-5 deuce rainbow, giving me 2 pair. She leads out 100K into a 260K pot. I raised 325K. Now I will say, me and Jennifer do have a bit of a history. We've definitely clashed in some big pots on some televised events in the past. And I know she thinks I'm a bit of a maniac, which, to be honest, is a pretty good read. So I am expecting her to put up a stand or maybe look me up light. She calls. Turn is the 9 of diamonds. She leads 400K into 900K. Now, this spot is very close. There's a part of me that really wants to raise to make sure I get max value. But at the same time, the 9 could have hit her. She could have something like ace-9, pocket 9s, or she could even just be playing pocket deuces this way. Now, when I'm in this spot, I kind of decide if I should raise or not based on how big she led. If she did a block bet, something like 20 to 30% of the pot, I'd be a bit more likely to raise because I need to make sure my hand gets enough money in the pot. But here her lead is just under 50% of the pot, which is a decent enough size that I don't feel like she's getting off too cheap if I do have the best hand. So I just call here and I'm going to decide what to do on the river. River is the 3 of diamonds and she leads 600K into 1.7 mil. Now I did say if she bet something small like this, I would consider raising. The problem here is that 3 is a pretty bad card. In case she had something like ace-4, pocket 4s, 4-5 suited, there's just even more combos that beat me now. I just call because I don't think she's really bluffing here. And she flips over 3 deuce of spades for 2 pair. So she was kind of turning her hand into a bluff on the turn, given she still had a lot of equity, and then she ran into 2 pair. Yes, I let her off cheap, but it was actually a pretty sharp block bet by her on the river, maxing value the times I have something like ace-queen, and minimizing her losses the times I have something like ace-5. Of course, her preflop hand selection was very loose here, but I think she knows that. She joked around at the end of the hand saying it was one of her favorite hands.
All right, finally got a big stack in this thing. Took me 2 freaking years. Last year, could not get anything going. This year, seemed like I couldn't get anything going the first 3 days, but finally, nice big stack. And the way it works right now is late registrations open extremely late in this tournament, later than normal, 13 levels. So you have a bunch of people rebuying right now because it's a good spot to rebuy. It's close to the money. So even though I got a big stack, there's people coming in with 12 to 14 big blinds right now. They bust, they jump right back in. They bust, they jump right back in. So even though me and 2 other people at my table have big stacks, there's like 3 or 4 people with 12 big blinds. So we got to be careful because what people do is you have a big stack, you start, opening suited connectors and small pairs from early, thinking that's a good strategy. But in reality, that's a bad strategy when the effective stack is very short, right? So if I have 100 big blinds, but everyone behind me is 12 to 15 to 20 big blinds, I'm not going to be playing like pocket 3s and 4s from early position and 7-6 suited. I'm going to be playing more hands like, my loose opens will be like King 6 suited, Queen 10 off, and these kind of blocker type hands. And you got to play kind of tight, right? Because there's not a lot of ICM on them right now. They're not scared to shove on me light. So yeah, just sharing some strategy on that. And yeah, let's hope we can keep this going. And first step, let's get into the money and hopefully make a deep run in this thing.
All right, this hand was very significant and really changed the entire trajectory of my tournament. So there's about 251 players remaining in our flight and 202 make the money for a 50K min cash. I'm sitting on a 3 million chip stack, which is 49 big blinds, just a hair above average. And Alejandro Lococo sits down at my table. He is a very famous Argentine rapper and a super high roller regular. He even won the 250K invitational here last year. I talked with him a bit at the table. Super cool guy, really down to earth. So he's sitting on a massive 9 million chip stack, close to chip leader, and you could really tell he wants to abuse this bubble. He's staring everyone down. He's playing fast. He's putting people in weird, tough spots, applying a lot of pressure. Definitely a bit uncomfortable when you got a 50K min cash right ahead of you. So in this hand, he opens the hijack to 160K. I flat the button with King Queen off. Flop comes Jack King 4 rainbow. He bets 175K, about a third pot. Now his sizing really matters here because it tells us what he's representing. When someone uses a third pot size here, they're representing a wide value bet range. So that means they're not only going to use this with aces and ace king, they're also going to use this with stuff like 9 jack suited, ace jack, and something like pocket queens. The flip side, if he were to use a large 2/3 pot size, then he's representing a much more polar range, which is going to be something like king queen or better for value, and of course bluffs to balance it with. I call. And this is something I'm always doing when I'm entering a pot with someone. I'm thinking about their range based on their position, based on their stack size, and every action they take on future streets is helping me narrow their range further and further down. Turn is the 3 of spades. He checks. I bet 500K, which is about 57% of the pot. All right, now we have some very significant information to narrow his range down even further. If he had something like aces, king, queen, 2 pairs, sets, he would have made sure he bet the turn again or at least check raised because he needs to make sure he gets 3 streets of value with these very premium hands. Now that he just check called, he's basically representing that he has something like a weak king, a jack, or something like pocket queens. All hands that king queen is basically crushing. So I'm really in the clear here. And I will mention my 57% pot bet is a little bit on the smaller side. Normally I would bet something closer to 80% pot, so it's easier to get the chips all in by the river and max value. But because we're near the payout bubble, I'm a little incentivized to not get stacks in. So I'm gonna be trying to keep pot sizes a little bit smaller. The river comes the 9 of hearts, he checks, and now I have to decide if I want to value bet again or not. To me, this is a very clear value bet, but I think a lot of people get gun shy here because they're scared of getting check raised. But hey, we got to remember that's a two-way street. As much as I could be scared of him hitting the 9 and check raising me, he's also scared that I could have hit queen 10 here. So it's not the most comfortable spot for him to just check raise me. And that's why it's really important you're balanced with your bet sizes. I'm gonna bet the same size here with king queen as I do with queen 10, so that it's not so easy to read what I have. So I bet 1.2 million into 1.8 million. He tanks for a long time and finally calls and mucks. This was huge. Now I've got over 6 million in chips near the bubble. I also took away the chip lead at our table from him. And also, it was a bit intimidating to some others at the table, seeing that I was willing to play a very big pot for thin value against the chip leader. Now, over the course of the next 2 levels, I was really able to abuse the bubble, playing a ton of hands, putting people in very tough spots, and chipped up to a massive 10 million chip stack, crushing the bubble.
Golf cart on dinner break. Gotta get back before we blind out. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We got a poker tournament to win. Come on. Right over here. Hey, man. Ooh, you didn't miss any hands.
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't have.
No hands missed. Yeah, baby. We need some big hope here. Michael all in the small blind, next hand on the direct bubble. But there's a lot of other folks in the same situation, so we might be good. We might be good. There's no folding. You cannot fold the next hand. It's physically impossible.
No, I know.
All right, 50K bubble. You cashed this last year, right?
50K bubble.
You cashed this last year?
Half a blind to spare if it bursts.
All right. You did cash last year, right?
I did, yeah.
All right. All right. Then you're good. Because you're going to cash twice in a row.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah.
Good luck.
What you got for us? What you got?
I got heaps. I got 10 million.
You've been making the most of the bubble.
Yep, I have been. I don't know what happened, but it sounds like you just made $50,000, sir.
Jake, put it there. Whoa, man. Oh, that's pretty cool. For how
A golf cart, buddy.
Now we already have 75.
All right. Oh, 75. Parlay. This man got the parlay. Extra 25K for cashing. He gets 75.
So far.